Hello there, my name is Azalea, and today I'll be telling you how I built my Sethos. Alright, let's get right into this. Alright, so my Sethos has 13,890 HP, 1,466 attack, 542 defense, 619 EM, 30 over 80 crit damage. I could definitely work on improving that. 109 ER, and 46 electro damage bonus. Now, weapon-wise, I have him on the Cloud Forged, which is, I believe it was a limited time a wet weapon. So after elemental energy, it gives EM, and when elemental energy is decreased, the equipping character, so Sethos, elemental mastery increased by 80. This is really nice for him because of how he works. Now, other bows that I would put him on would be the Skyward Heart, the crit rate with the crit damage, increase crit damage by 20%. His have a 60% to inflict AoE damage, or like Sickon of the Blazing Sun. Although this is a battle pass weapon, so it's not the easiest bow to have. I think this is also the one you see with him a lot of the time. I do have that on itinerary in a moment, though. I think the Stringless could also be a really good bow for him, and then as well as the Slingshot. All of these, the Stringless is just EM, and then if you're using his burst opposed to using his charge, it does help damage-wise for that. The Sickon of Blazing Sun is really nice because it runs off charge, and that's what Sethos does. This one's nice because he's losing energy no matter which way you choose to play him, so he gets plenty of EM that way. And of course this one's just additional crit rate, crit damage, which is always nice. Anyway, artifact-wise, I think Wanderer's Troop is honestly his best set, but you could also put him on Gilded Dreams, or like Thundering Fury. Where is it? Thundering Fury. You know, the electro damage, and then when you're doing your reactions, it does give additional damage. Or Shawarma's Resistance. It gives attack, and then when casting the skill, the character has 15 more energy. They lose energy, which isn't the biggest deal with Sethos. You're typically expending his energy to do his charge shot anyway. And then it increases charge damage by 50% for 10 seconds, which is really nice for him. Now, I do really just like Wanderer's Troop. It gives the additional damage for charged attacks, which is what he uses a lot. I mean, just for bow catalyst, but he's a bow user, so it doesn't matter. And it gives the EM, which is really nice. Now, stat-wise, I would do attack percent or EM for his Sands, electro damage bonus for his Goblet, crit damage for his Circlet. While substats-wise, I focus crit rate, crit damage, ER, EM, and attack. That's 5 different stats. You can pick and choose which ones you like. ER specifically because he does use a lot of elemental energy. Now, con-wise, his first con increases the crit of his charge shot by 15%. Or, well, if you charge it all the way up. Because he has 2 charge states like Tighnari. His C2 gives a 15% electro damage bonus for 10 seconds that it can stack twice. The durations are counted separately. This is triggered by either consuming elemental energy through aim shots, which is what his charge attack you're typically going to be using is. You do have to unlock his passive, which allows him to do that, but that's not a big deal. And then regaining elemental energy by triggering Ancient Rite, the Thundering Sands, or by using, I believe that's his alt. Yeah, so gain energy by his E, lose energy by his talent thing, or use his alt will all give you a 15% electro damage bonus. And it can go up to 2 times. His C3 upgrades his normal attack. His C4 gives plus 80 elemental mastery when his charge attack or alt hits 2 opponents. Then his C5 increases his ult level, and his C6 returns energy to him after you use his charge where it consumes his energy. I would really love a C6 Sethos. I'm hoping when the Chronicle banner comes around, the Sumerian Chronicle, because I'm going for Alhaitham on that, and I'm probably going to go for Teneri's Bow, and I hope to get a bunch of him. But anyway, talent-wise, I upgrade his base, ult, and then his E. That's probably the order they have in here. Yep. And then you want to make sure he gets these, and these are just unlocked through leveling him. Now, team-wise, I personally want to make you personally say you want to make sure you have a Dendro character. I have a second Electro for healing and stuff. I think 2 Dendro with an Electro would be really good for him. It'll help keep the Electro charge, it'll help keep your damage up. I think that would work really, really well. Support-wise, really just a Dendro character. Most people will, I think everyone's going to have Kale. If I recall, she is one of the characters that you can get for free after working right through the Spiral Abyss. So, y'all got yourself a Kale. Kale could be his support. I have a Nihita, so she's on there. Now, off-field Dendro application. Who do we have for that? You could throw Emily if you have her, but personally, Yao Yao, I think, if I didn't have Nihita, I'd probably have Yao Yao on there for additional healing plus the extra Dendro application. But basically, Sethos, you're going to want reactionary. Figure out what type of reaction you want him to do, and then put that element on there and work with that. You could probably technically also have him to where you have like a C6, Kujosaro, Bennett, and something. So it's all just buffing his Electro damage. But I prefer the reactions I prefer the Dendro reactions. So this is his team. It's him, Nihita, Shinobu, and Kale. And let's go beat up Child. We'll see how well that goes down. Don't die. I'm so good at having my characters die on me while fighting him. Shoot, he got hit. Luckily, we got Kuki.
Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
Our bond is strong.
Hopefully. Oh, I'm putting them into Sethos. Now, of course, there's also the fact that I suck at aiming, which brings down the quality of my play. I don't know how Kale's alive. Of any bow character? Because I can't aim. No! Sethos, come back. Nihita, don't die. Kale destroyed him. Good job, sweetie. Oh. Where is he? There. He's got Dendro damage on him now. Now, I can't let him get hit, or else he's probably gonna just die again. I don't know how Kale hasn't died on me yet, but I'm so glad she hasn't. This church is taking so long. Hit him, Kale. Oh, she does such good damage with her ult. I feel like Sethos barely did anything. These two ladies took care of it. And then Kuki was there to help keep everyone alive. Well, that is it for how I built my Sethos. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And may you have a blessed rest of your day.